Are your parents from the U.S.?
Yeah, no, yeah. Everyone's 100% American. So.
And what country are they originally from? Or what country is the family originally from? Is that
America?
Yeah. Yeah, is it because of the name and the ancestry or something? Or perhaps there is a history, genealogy or something?
No.
Not that I mean, I don't know mine.
American as far back as I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My family's been in Chicago since like 2 grandfathers.
Yeah, I've been years, maybe, in America. So.
And are there other brothers and sisters, or is it just the 2 of you?
No, just the 2 of us.
Okay. How has your relationship changed over the last 2 years? Can you pinpoint that?
Hate each other a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it really has changed. I mean, we've basically been doing the same thing for 2 years. It's just that now we're getting noticed for it, you know. So yeah, I don't know.
It's not that you're more colleagues now than.
No, I mean, I think that like.
Business partners.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's nothing like that. You know, it's still. Everyone's just friends with each other. You know?
Your debut album was released on HoZac Records.
Yeah.
Is that a Chicago-based label?
Yeah, that's a Chicago-based label.
What kind of label is that, or what kind of group of people?
It just makes like these. It was like one dude named Ty, two guys, and it kind of put out like weird punk, like really blown out, like super like it's like almost like I don't know, it's like really thrashy, like kind of punk. And they put a lot of stuff out. They put out the Dum Dum Girls first record. But like it was us and the Dum Dum Girls are like the 2 bands off that label that I think like that got jumped up to the next size label. But yeah, it's just like a local label, and the dude's real cool. The dudes that run it are really cool. They helped get us our first shows in Chicago when we were more of a punk band, and that's kind of how we got our start, you know, playing the venue circuit in Chicago.
But they're just releasing small batches of
500 and thousands. 7 inches.
Yeah.
What was the first batch you had, or how many copies were?
1,000 of the debut. And that was it. I mean, I think it's been repressed maybe 4 times, but.
And how was it distributed? Just
out of his basement.
Out of his basement, yeah.
Okay.
It was very
selling at shows.
DIY, selling
it was supposedly distributed to like record stores, but I've rarely ever seen one.
Yeah.
But you were entirely really depending on mouth to mouth.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sort of.
Yeah, it was very grassroots movement.
Yeah. I read that the first record was made in your basement.
Yeah.
Can you perhaps describe what the basement looked like? What equipment was there?
It has a bunch of utility sinks that are really big, and washing machines and laundry lines. And there's like this tiny square in the corner where we have all our stuff. And there's a giant boiler room next to it with a furnace and stuff like that.
And what equipment did you use?
We used pretty much a tape recorder, GarageBand, and a really terrible digital 4-track. They can buy from anywhere for like $100.
Is it hard to do it just with that, or is it just something you?
It was fun. It was exciting, and then we were all like having fun with it. It wasn't a matter of with the first one we weren't really like stressing out over getting a sound or anything like that. So it was more of just seeing what we could do with the songs that we had that we thought were catchy. So it wasn't really stressful or hard or anything like that. It's just.
Can you say what the difference is between the Smith Westerns in the debut album era and the Diet Blonde
Just
era?
having actual direction, like thinking about what we want to do and actually doing it instead of just kind of
like having kind of our own sound, like creating like what we wanted to hear, and I think like
being able to play your instrument.
Yeah.
But does that mean there wasn't a direction at all when you?
Well, it was more of like we were stumbling upon kind of what we were doing. I mean, like we kind of wanted it to be very power pop, and then. You know, for the next record, we wanted to make a Smith Westerns record that sounded like us, or sounded close to us as we could make it, you know, and kind of that would draw from all, you know, the influences that we had, you know, accumulated, had always liked, but, you know, may have not been good enough as musicians to recreate or to reinterpret. And I think that through the course of just touring all the time, touring with awesome bands, you know, like Girls or MGMT and like Bell and Sebastian, whatever, allowed us to, you know, I think kind of envision it, you know.